Hi everybody, Carl here, KE0JWK. I know it's been a little while, but you know, radio's a hobby, and life and family kind of has to take precedence. So, and those of you that are waiting for the next episode on the 4NEC2 stuff, well, I'll get with it, just back to it just as soon as I can. Right now, I'm looking at the center connection point, the center hanging point, I should say, from my 5-wire fan dipole, which was 160 on up, and shortly before, let's say, I guess it was a week and a half ago, I came home from work one day and it was down. So I didn't have time to deal with it because, well, I had to make a sacrifice and go to Alabama, put my feet in the sand for a week. But I'm back now, so hopefully everything will get back to normal. But first thing I've got to deal with is getting this antenna back up in the air. That's the center hanging, where it was hanging in the center. I'll take you down and look at the one end of it. You can see it as we go. And that far tree there that is where the one end was, and coming across this way, that's my 2-meter Yagi there. That big pine tree, the other end was in that, and you can see right now it's laying down across my roof on this end, and you saw the other ends hanging in the yard. So I got to deal with this. I got to get it off the roof at the moment. I want to take a little closer look at it and see just what happened. We had some pretty good storms come through a couple weeks ago, and I suppose that had something to do with it. But I'm going to take a look here, and the center insulator was made from a cutting board. It wasn't as thick as I liked, but it was the thickest I could find at the time. The whole thing was hanging from a piece of galvanized electric fence wire, which spanned the whole length, and then the antenna itself hung off of it. And because it's 500 and man, I don't, that's not right. Anyway, it's a big, heavy antenna. It had 520 feet of, that's what I was trying to remember, 520 feet of 12 gauge wire, and it was heavy, so I thought it needed the additional support. It's been hanging for well over 2 years, and that's not too bad. I'm going to have to take a good close look at it and figure out whether it was whether the insulator was the first to break or the wire broke. But this end here looks intact. I thought that it was one continuous wire, but I might have done it in 2 pieces, and that might have been my mistake in the downfall of the antenna. The center insulator might have been what broke, and then each end fell each way. But anyway, I'll when I get the other piece, it's kind of half hanging in the cedar tree where the center was. Once I get it down on the ground where I can look at it, I'll figure it out for sure. But anyway, it's a big mess. It was one big, heavy antenna, and it has been my go-to antenna ever since it's been up. I've experimented with a lot of other stuff, and this is the one that I always resort back to. As you can, I don't know, here's kind of a better view, I think, than I've ever had of it before. There's my vertical hanging in the tree over there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it some. I need to get it up another 20-30 feet. Just it's out of service right now because the radials were a bit too close to the ground, and the UPS truck couldn't quite clear it. So I've got to get it up another 20-30 feet so I can get those radials up higher off the ground. That's on my to-do list too. Actually, that would have been the next thing I was doing, but I think this fan is going to take priority. But anyway, so you know, you don't have to have a solid antenna to make it vertical. Like I said, this one hangs. As you can see, the big coil up there is the in the radiator above the coil is really the only solid part. The rest is made with, I think it's 4/aught electrical service cable, and I wouldn't have went out and bought that, but I had it, and I've got more of it laying around, so I started putting it to use for antennas. Anyway, I just thought I'd update you guys, and I'll get back with things just as quick as possible. As I rebuild this antenna, I'll try to do some video clips and maybe put them back together. But right now I got to get it off the roof before it ends up rubbing a hole somewhere. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. KE0JWK. I'm clear. Had to throw that in. One of my friends gave me a hard time about it a while back, so I threw it in there for him. Bye-bye.